Yes, sure. Yes, Father. Bless, 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 bless. Obi Taba, Obi Taba. All praises unto the Most High. Obi Taba. Yes, my people. Shed is live and direct. Well, y'all saw the name. Shed is live, shed is live. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. All praises unto the highest King and to the highest power. Yes, I serve one master, you know. Can't serve two and three and four. Just one, yeah. You know how the thing go. If it pass go, that means the thing bingo. And we not about to no dog name bingo neither. See? I just go where I go, pass go. Yes, people, share this live, share this live, share this live. You know who it is. It's the Earth, man. You know who it is. It's the BlackStar Redshot, you know? Live, pop-up live on a Wednesday night live, you know? Do not let them trick you. Is he there? Can't let them trick you, man. If you let them trick you, them gonna use them tricks and trade by you. Tricks and trade them got. So tonight now the topic is about don't let them trick you with them tricks and trades. Now people, pleasant night. Welcome to the BlackStar Redshot platform. You don't know when we hold a session, always beautiful, the topic always sweet. So if you are just coming in, just tuning in, you're in the right time. Alright? To hear the sweet talk that the BlackStar gonna bring forward. Don't make them trick you, cause them dealing with tricks and trade. So people, what me say? To the BlackStar, you know, touching base. Real talk. Don't know. People, have you ever asked yourself, why is it that our community is not strong anymore? Have you ever asked yourself that? Why it's a must to break down the community? Why? Why it is a must to mash down the community? Why? Have you ever asked yourself that? Have you ever asked yourself, why is it when certain people are coming together to set up certain things for the people, where the people could able to help themselves and, you know, take little steps in their life, all of a sudden these people are being arrested or accused? Why is it that when people start to feed the poor, when people start to feed the poor, that they are being arrested, they are being in violation? Which law tells you that you cannot feed a poor person? You cannot feed someone that does not have something to eat. See the things? Listen, people. Remember the name of my topic, you know? Do not let them trick you. Is he there? You can't make them trick you. Cause them gonna use them tricks and trade. See? So it look like to me throughout the world now, they are tricking people. They are tricking people in a state of trickery. Yeah. Because with a strong community, good people come out. A strong community. Because they have a connection. What are the people in the old days that if a mother and father was not around, the children were safe because it takes a community to grow a child. Yes, not just a parent and a father and a mother. It takes a community too. Because the father and mother cannot always be there all the time. But the community, your eyes see what I don't see. So we are working together. But if you are tricked and ignorant, that nobody cannot say nothing to your child. Eh? If you are tricked by when somebody's trying to correct your child from doing something that they're not supposed to do, you are not around. And this elderly person, or this growing up person, or this person that has children or knows better decide to correct that child, right? And that child now decided to just be rude and then run come to you and tell you lies and make you come out now acting the fool. It's tricks. Everything is trick. Your child trick you, tell you a lie. Your systematic system trick you by allowing you to think that the wrong is the right and the right is the wrong. That is why all of this thing going. So they trick the people then. They trick them from the behavior that they had. We were the people that care about each other. We were the people within the community that grow strong family. Have strong family and values within the community. Within the community, we help within the community. We was each other's keeper in the community. But when you have a community that if everybody drunk, everybody high. We have a community that is worried about style and pattern. You have a community that don't even care about the youth. Them in a competition with the youth. You have a community that just selfish. Yeah, them desire is lust and envy. They're not even thinking about them future because they're not even recognizing that a child is the future. So they're killing out them own future, them own generation with envious and evil because they've been tricked. So to trick a people and to keep them down to the ground like a nation of people like us, that's what happened to us. We were tricked and still being tricked right now. We've been tricked to believe that the wrong is the right and the right is the wrong. We've been tricked to believe that society really is there to help us out. We've been tricked. We've been tricked that society really should make decisions for us upon our liberty. And that's what you see that is happening, more trickery. Because now you have the higher guys, the big guys, that are coming with a barbaric attitude, just pushing certain demonic ways upon the people and forcing that, trying to change everybody to make them bitter, make their heart darker, make them wickeder. See? So it's like they have an intention, not have an intention. The intention is to release abomination and wickedness upon the face of the earth to the full max. So it's like wickedness now will be more accepted in this time, this world that we are living. See? That's why you could see 100 people run down one person to beat them and kill them. That's why you could see these things. Because we are living in a society that has tricked the people and the people is acting as cannibals. That is why even when someone is screaming out for help, they are practicing the ways of savagery. That's why nobody don't even care. And sometimes those that care find themselves in the wrong situation and then go help somebody and they lose their life. That is how wicked this place is becoming. It's the people in it. It's not, I always say it's not the country. It's not, every country is a good country because the country don't get up and beat people. It's people that's living into the country, that occupy the land, that's living on the land. They are the wicked ones. They are the ones that are creating all this abomination. Them. So the people that has been tricked, we has been tricked. We has been tricked and that don't even live with each other eye to eye, to hate each other. We have been tricked. We have been tricked to the point that when you see your brother striving, in your heart is envy and hatred to destroy. Yeah. So these are all the diseases and bacteria and germs and all type of mass destruction of self-destruction that has laid out waiting for each and every one of us. And it's not a race thing, it's an everybody thing. From the time you have these principles and these type of ways, you are part of that society that oppressed or righteous. Because you just want to deal with pure wickedness. Because you are following the rules of your masters. And you are proclaiming the work. That's what you are doing. So any black man or black woman or whoever human being that is fighting against another human being for no reason at all, they are corrupt. Corruption causes things. They are corrupt within mind. And the soul is corrupt. Them contaminated. Them have to get a purge. Them gone. And that's how you know the wickedness of those that entangle with the dirty bungles. You see them. So, to destroy a nation of people like us, it takes great thinking and great observance to conquer people, a nation of people like us, because we are warriors. But what did they use against us? Trickery. Because if I could make you to rise against your brother, the more I could get you to fight against yourselves, the easier it is for the taking. The easier it is for the taking. So if I could create confusion, if I could come trick you, but like I tell you, that's what it is, trickery. See? And trickery come in all sorts of ways. Trickery could be even illusion right in front of you, where a lot of us call it magic. And it's trickery. And trickery upon some higher heights, yeah. So if them trick we, and until today they are tricking us. They are tricking us, and it's the truth is right there. They trick you. They are tricking us every day. Every single day, a lot of us been getting tricked. We are getting tricked on the way to eat. We learn habits on the way to eat, and it has passed on to generation. And a lot of us has ended up in the grave eating like that. But we adapt these principles, we adapt these ways, and we live by these ways, and we are dying by these ways. The trickery is, imagine this. We have the original medicine. I say the herbs and the bush. That is the original medicine. We give up these things for pill, for Western medicine. Now if you have to check out Western medicine, where did it come from? Still connect you right back to the bushman. It connects right back to the herbs. The same herbs that we, being teachers and masters, teaching other nations about the well-being and the purpose of the herb. Now, a lot of these nations has taken these teachings and has followed the principles and keep it and has passed it down on to their generation. And it doesn't matter if they was conquered by any other generation or what, and it doesn't matter if they was conquered by any other nation. But whenever that they got the freedom or whenever they went back to their own type of civilization, their own type of lifestyle, their culture was reintroduced back to them. Our culture is the only culture, not just a culture, our way of life, was eradicated, stripped. You know what I'm saying? Stripped. And retaught. Retaught how to think. Most of us until today can't even think for ourselves. We can't think for ourselves. We can't. Because it becomes a habit that someone was thinking first when we had the ability to think for ourselves. We're masters. Masters. So it's like our brain paralyzing on one side. And we are malfunctioning under trickery. Because, like I said, if I'm going to enslave you, first for me to enslave you, to really make you know I'm superior, I got to do everything possible to you to really bring that fear to you. To let you know, yeah, you ain't going to never be another one like me. I'm going to school you good. So, they will use fear. Fear with trickery. Okay? So after I trick you, I bring fear to you. I keep you always frightened. And whenever I want to cause that to be a drama to you, I either do something I know that will cause more of a scar to you. So, we've been stripped of our culture. We've been stripped of our names. Because now we don't even, like I said, we don't even name our children names anymore. We just name our children names that doesn't have no connection to us. So that's pushing us away further and further and further and further. And again, our people, or majority of our people, should I say, has already accepted the lifestyle that is already given to them. So this lifestyle that is already given to them, they have already accepted, and they are getting the rewards of it in the land of the living. And like I said, some of them already sold their souls. So in that case, they are only living for here and for what the flesh has to offer. And the only reason for that is because, again, they were tricked. Tricked to get into corruption. Tricked to be a part of a colonization, a colonial system, a system that was formed, shaped to destroy, to imprison, enslave, to eradicate, to imitate. I mean, that was set up brilliantly to the point until today it is the same system that is controlling us. And a lot of us has not have the eyes to see. Even though slavery is abolished, so they say, and they release their chains and shackles, so they say, But we know slavery is still existing because slavery becomes a mental thing, a mental, physical thing. Yeah. So how could you say you're not a slave anymore because you're working for $8 an hour? Or you're working for $12 an hour? Really and truly, do you think you're worth $12 an hour? Do you think you're worth $20 an hour? Because you only work for what you sell for. Okay? But we all know we live in a society that there's some of us that is patient enough with the virtues of good over evil. So we will rather do that than take another road that will lead us nowhere. But sincerely speaking, of the value of what you're worth, if you had a people that watch other people by, already you have been degraded. Degraded of what you're worth, degraded of who you are, degraded upon your skin color, degraded upon your heritage, strip your forefathers' name away from your legacy or your generation that will follow after your forefathers. Strip. Having a people who's lost and not knowing themselves, like we are in limbo. We are going around in limbo, and trying to sort out this whole thing. And the key thing about this whole limbo is we are tricked. First, we are tricked to believe that we are many people, which we are not. And I will only say that I'm speaking facts because we have scientists, and if they want to talk about our DNA, and they could actually tells you what DNA is from what and what is from what. And we are not saying that science is 100% right, because I know that scientists has to get bones like artifacts and stuff like that and put it together and swear that's what it is, that's what it looked like, and but you have to realize that you're putting things together that you never saw before, and you're just allowing your state of mind that you having the ability to help you out, but that does not mean that you're right 100%, because I know there's probably some certain bones that they have put together and saying this is this and and that probably a bone from another something that's in there. And because they find that bone with that something there, maybe this died with that, and probably this animal, it bones could have last for a period of time, whilst the other bones from the other animal was softer and it deteriorated quicker. And some, probably not all, but it left something, and they find some from specimen, and now they put it together, they find a way to fit it in. We know sometimes they also go ahead and create their own type of flexible bones and create it, and man has a very intelligent state of mind, and it's huge, so he create things to fit into the way, into the aspect how he see things. He fit things to create that form. But we've been tricked, people. We've been tricked to hate ourselves, because those that claim the title of masters, slave masters, they even has come and manifest that really and truly there's a confusion within the trickery, what they came and drop on us and try to make it to be authentic. There's a confusion there, because we get to realize that these white masters, to oppress, they are the ones they had in captivity. their slaves was to look it was to look superior. It was to bring the fear onto these slaves that their masters would look like gods. So it comes to my state of mind that I believe in the Bible, but yet it has a but. Yet still there are certain things that's within the Bible that I believe that slave masters put in there. And I would not say they just went and put it in there. I would say because of Michelangelo and Shakespeare, these people was authors and people that was like great. I think Michelangelo was an artist and a very great artist, and he was one of those who actually drew a lot of portraits of the Christ. And we have to realize we got to look on to Michelangelo's family during that time. They were very rich people. They were rich, wealthy. And it's like in the time of the king, uh, one of the kings in England, King James, I think it's King James, they would affiliate with that kings whenever they would have they throw their balls, their parties or whatever. It's a rich family, they affiliate with the king. But Michelangelo was an artist, very great artist. He could sketch anything. He could have drew anything and bring it to life. So the story of your shower, the story of the Christ of your shower, and not only that, but Michelangelo was one of the times that he used to paint these pictures in the cathedral. He used to paint them up in the ceiling and do all these paintings of the angels, and he was very great at that. So they wanted to paint. They wanted the family to portray as the Christ, like, and they had gave him the job, Michelangelo, the job, and it went as where he couldn't find no other family to put in, because I don't think like the rest of wealthy family didn't want to play that role. So he ended up painting himself. He ended up painting himself as the White Christ. And this is where you get the White Christ portrait from Michelangelo. And everything in there, in that portrait right there, that we go to a lot of black homes, Spanish homes, Indian homes, a lot of people from all over the world has this picture in their home. And a lot of these places that has this picture being oppressed by in time of the pilgrims, not the pilgrims, or you could say the early Christian crusades. Guatemala, all these places, if you go over there, you'll find there's a trail of Christianity, like Catholic, Anglican, Methodist. You'll find that, and Pentecostal. You'll find a lot of that type of religion running through there, because one time England used to send what they call missionaries to like little countries, poor countries, India, all over. Back in the days, England went a lot of places and would send these people, missionaries, and they would go out in these countries and help these people to build houses and churches, and have these people to convert into Christianity and teach them about the Christian faith. So England was playing a big role in that, and also while England was doing that, also, they was getting a little piece of the money. They was getting some of the money out of the people's the land, whatever they was export, whatever the land had that was of value that England could have get to do with the embargo, whatever trading embargo, they always benefit out of whatever trade that was going on, whatever trading embargo that was going on, whatever that country had to export or value, England would get out of that. At the same time, was sending or these missionaries, these crusader people to go and teach his people about Christian, teach them about Christ. So we knows that certain parts in the Bible, we knows that it's like we have white European people that some of them that was stratified upon the wealth of the black man and of the natives and of uh, the Caribs and the Iraqs and all these people that for they going into the country or invading the country and seeing the wealth of the land, the gold, the diamond. It always had European people always want to keep going back and forth to these places because they know these places was wealthy, and these people, the natives that actually live on these islands or in these places, didn't even really value the diamond nor the gold, none of that. Not until the Europeans started coming in and tricking or whatever they did, to get whatever they want, they started making trade. Because we know the Europeans was coming after a while. Because a lot of things that they know, they were being taught by other nations. I mean, black people taught them, the Moors taught them, um, you know, the natives taught them, you know, wherever they always been taught. They always been taught. They always been taught. So, well, like I said, our enemies use trickery and trick us and divide us as a nation to scatter all over the face of the earth and to hate ourselves. And it's like we are we're going in circles. We figure we got the solution, but the solution, a lot of us, we just don't get it because we still keep fighting amongst ourselves. And that's one of the things they use to defeat us. Division between each other. So until we don't put division away, until we don't put division aside, and until we don't stand to respect each other, until we don't look at the value of each other as a community. Now, I got this to say. I don't know if any of y'all ever see Bug's Life. It was a movie that came out for the children years ago. I think it came out in 2001 or 2002 or 2001. And Bug's Life. If y'all ever saw that movie you can learn a lot from this little cartoon movie. Now, Bug's Life is it's about the ants and the grasshoppers. So the grasshoppers used to bully the ants then. And the grasshoppers would enjoy their time, but when the winter coming, what they do, they go tax the ants then. They tell the ants gather all the food and everything like that if they want to stay alive, or else they're going to come over there, they're going to, break their necks, they're going to kill them, they're going to destroy their homes. So the grasshoppers is like bullies. So this is something that's been going on. But one little ant out of all the ants that's there, millions of ants, this one little ant decided, this is nonsense. Every year this guy comes around, we gotta work so hard and all that, and he just flies over there with his posse, and he takes all our food and he threatens us. He this, that, and the other. So the queen like, shh, don't say that. You're gonna make Hopper. Yeah, you're gonna make the guy named was Hopper, the cricket. It's like, you're gonna make Hopper get mad, and Hopper gonna destroy us, and we can't fight Hopper because look at us and look at them, they're so big. But The little ants trying to tell them, listen, man, together we stand. We are mighty together. If it's to go to them one by one, we ain't gonna make it. If it's to go fight them one by one, two by two, three by three, we're not gonna make it. But we outnumber them 100 to 1. We outnumber them 100 to 1 or 500 to 1. So if we attack them, we could defeat them. But if we allow them to kill us one by one and do this to us, we're not gonna. Everybody doesn't want to listen to this little ant until whatever they did, they didn't get enough food. Or Harper believed that they didn't collect enough food. When he came with the guy, he wasn't satisfied, and he decided, man, he's gonna create havoc. He gonna destroy the place. And that little ant stand up to him. Yeah, he kick him up and he punch him down. But that little ant had a plan for that for that big cricket or grasshopper, whatever he was. That little ant stand up and he fought, and they won. So what I'm saying, I'm watching this little cartoon that a little ant. Ants are very small. I've watched ants work. I've seen the ants move big chunks of pieces of bread, bigger than this ladder. Big chunks of bread. I have looked at ants and see one of them get something and he wants to carry it home. It's too heavy. He walks, meet another one, they talk. You see they use their antennas. They talk. He go back this way, this one go this way. This one go call whoever he goes for. In a minute, I'm over there and looking, and when I look, there's a whole bunch of ants that make a track. And they came, and they carry that big piece of bread. They carry it. And I'm looking at, wow. They're actually moving this stuff. So I say this to say that when we work together as a unit, we are powerful. When we understand ourselves and who we are, and we start interacting and putting brace on each other like black shields, we shielding each other. We just shielding up. We becomes real powerful. We becomes massive. We cannot be penetrated because we becomes layers of skin for each other. That is why all this wickedness is happening to us. Because if the other nations are looking to see, these people, they ain't got no culture. These people are confused. These people are fighting against themselves. These people are doing all the things we see that's not right. These people are cursed. And this is why the other nations and those who have put us in that situation did this. Because to see if we could make them forget who they are, forget their names, forget their purpose, forget their culture, and then they're going to lose their status. So we lose our status. And because we are royalty, we are of royalty. We are of royalty. But because that we does not know who we are, we does not remember, we are not connected anymore to our true self. So we lost our identity. So we become the enemy of the state and property of the state. You heard, people? We become an enemy because any one of us that does not think the way that the society or the colonial system, the way they set the government to govern over the people. Any of the people that reject that way, they becomes an enemy of the state. So you're only an enemy of the state because the state has not got you locked up in here. You're an enemy of the state. When the state has locked you up and they has fingerprint you, you now become state property. So now they're telling you straight up. We always tell you we own you. You are nobody. You are nobody. Alright? So you go ahead and think you're Mr. Somebody. You don't even know who was your great 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 grandfather. I asked you your name and you tell me about my uncle's name. You belong to me. That's they claim you. They claim you. That's why when you give a child a name that is not of them, they get upset and they ask, well, why are you naming this name? Is he Jewish? Is he this? Is he that? Because they watching like, oh, how dare you? How dare you? Because they took all what they know belongs to us and they're using it for themselves. So the moment they see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of people are waking up, start naming their children different, start acting different, start getting back into who they used to be. They say, oh, they're mindful because they have a perfect memory of who we used to look like, the way we used to walk upright, the way we did look, the qualities within us. And anytime they start to see them qualities, them looks, they get frightened. They say you're a warrior, you're a troublemaker, you're this, you're that, you're strange, you're different. Why you gotta be different? Yeah, that's what people tell me. Oh, Ray, why you gotta be different? Why you gotta be with this red beard? Why you gotta have this thing on your head? Why? Because this is something that is messing with the head. Because they will like me the way they want me. And this is something about people. If people cannot get you how they want you, they have issues with you. And that's why the same thing that we go through here. Like I said, you're an enemy of the state as long as you don't accept what they dish out for you. If you're not eating their food, you can't get sick. So they want to know why you're not getting sick. So now you becomes a problem because you want to tell other people what to do and what not to do. They don't want to hear that. They would like to know that you are advising other people to eat more of what they're given. You see, when I comes on my platform and I start bringing out things that is nutritious, things that is healthy, I don't get the views for that. Or whatever they do to stop whatever, they do their thing. But yet still you'll see the same thing that I spoke about. After 6 months, I've been talking about CMOS over 2 years, 3 years. I've been talking about it. Now all of a sudden, like I said, look at the commercials. You see everybody making CMOS pills with. I spoke about it just about a couple of days ago. Everybody coming out with CMOS in a pill. CMOS with bladder wrap, CMOS with turmeric, CMOS and cumin and turmeric. Everybody and cumin, CMOS with red root. You know, everybody, all these doctors, they got money, they got stuff. They running quick with the information, loading up. Their doctors, they got their PhD. Where were turmeric? Where were these pills 10 years ago? Where were they? Why they was not on the market? Why CMOS and turmeric and like all of that was not on the market? Why by 2019, from 2019, 2020, 2021, and even 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Yeah, because the red star jumped out, the black star jumps out. Talking about CMOS, talking about 92 minerals in it. Now everybody with the CMOS. Some people doesn't even know how to make it. Some people just get it, want to blend it with the salt and everything. Some people doesn't even know how to clean it. Some people say, oh no, you could just go ahead and get it and blend it in the blender. I just put mine in some water and then after I just throw it in the blender, I blend it and yeah. Everybody tell me where these people that know so much about CMOS, where they was. You know how long I'm dealing with CMOS? Huh? CMOS with ice and glass. A lot of these people, you bring them, you tell them, listen, I need you to make me 4 styles of CMOS differently. They wouldn't able to make. They wouldn't, because some of them just believe it's to just take it, throw it in the blender, or what's this thing that NutriBullet, that have the NutriBullet that you could put the hot water in it. So some of them just get it, throw it within the NutriBullet, put it in the little hot, make it already in there, and they say they're doing CMOS. But that's what they say they're doing. But hey, we know better. So it's trickery, people. Do not let them pick your brain. Do not let them trick you. They know what brings a strong community. They know what brings a strong family. They know what grows a strong community. The people in the community. When the people is affiliated with each other. That's why they don't want people to. They're talking about come together, peace and love. They don't want that. Because if the people are communicating, the people will know how to come together and reason, because that's what we did. Ancient time when we were being oppressed, we always had little places where we come together and spoke about how we're going to deal with our problem. That's why they always had the house nigger. Sorry for saying it, yes, but they had the house nigger because they knew the people was always plotting. They knew that the slaves didn't like how they was being treated. They know that they tricked these people. The slaves knew that they've been tricked and still been tricked to believe into something that has nothing to do with them. Like I said, in the Bible, these white masters that had slaves wanted to fear the slaves, so they put themselves in there. And people like Michelangelo is one of those who drew all these pictures of heaven and angels and all that and put that in there. So if you have to realize, if you notice, if a white man kills a black man, majority of times he will get off. If a black man happens to kill a white man, majority of times he will die. On a scale to 100, 99.5% the black man will cry. If a white man kill a black man, his percentage is like half a percentage or 1%. And sometimes it doesn't play like that. So we got 99.5%. The black man is quicker to be fried. The black man is quicker to be accused. The black man is quicker to be judged. The black man is quicker to be in the wrong. So the browns man, like my skin color, we're quicker. No matter what's going on, we could be in the right, but just because of that skin color right there, we wrong. Sometimes we don't even do nothing. We get persecuted for doing nothing, for just being black or being brown. Just being brown, you're being persecuted. Some person that has issues, they has problems with race. They probably father, mother racist. They got racist problems. And that night, something probably was just not going right for them. And they happens to see you. You might end up losing your life. Just happens to be black and being in the wrong place at the wrong time. We have been tricked. We have been tricked to set apart ourselves from each other. Facts. We have been tricked to not to support each other. Facts. We have been tricked to believe that we are better than each other. Facts. We have been tricked that the trickery is to go on, and the more you could trick your fellow man, is the closer you could get to me. Facts. They have their own people that will sell the art for a stranger. Facts. They have a lot of us that sells a lot of us out for a dollar. Facts. We've been scattered all over the four ends of the earth because of trickery. Facts. Yes, sir, we ain't learning, but we're learning to adapt the ways of our enemies. Facts. We know what's better, but we don't do better. Facts. We know we are special people, and we know how powerful we could be when we believe in ourselves and when we hearken unto the Creator, the voice of the Creator. We know when we be passionate and when we have love and understanding. And we always look out for those that is weaker than us, those that are less fortunate than us. We know that's real facts. Sometimes things happen in our worst times and we don't even know how we came out of it. Real facts. We know sometimes it's by the mercy of the Creator and the mercy of the universe that sometimes the way things turn out for us, we don't even have a clue, but we give thanks because it turned out to be for the better. Facts. When we don't have nobody, we don't know our head from our foot, and all doors are closing in our face. Miracles happens for us, and nobody don't understand what happened. But only the relationship between us and our Creator during time and place. Facts. I'll tell the people that figure that they trick us. They only trick us as long as we're gonna keep allowing the trickery to go on. If we're not gonna bust that seal, the trickery gonna go on. See, they can't really trick us until we don't really want to see the trickery. You see, if you don't want to see the trick, you ain't gonna get tricked. The trickery ain't gonna hit you. So we gotta cast our heads somewhere else and stop watching the trick. Stop trying to learn that trick. Because it's that same trick we're trying to learn to trick each other. The same trick that our enemies using to trick us. Some of us are learning it and using it on us. Same trick. That's why I say right now, God knows why He does all things, because He gives certain people power and give them the leadership of whoever president that is sitting there. They probably do worse than that president. That's why I said I don't believe in man, I don't trust man, I don't worship man. Man falls short. And the first thing you'll know a man, you can know a man if he's a real man or if he's an imitation of a man, because man always think about himself. And people say, well, there's nothing wrong about that. I have to think about me first. I come first. In certain aspects, you always come first, but be wise of how you come in first, because the eyes of the people is for you. I mean, here we go, and we have 5 people sitting over there. And let's say you have a whole leg of a lamb. A whole leg of a lamb. And 5 people are sitting right there. And you will come over there and you will just start eating. Even when you know you can't eat the whole leg of a lamb. But just because you think about yourself and you really don't care. And if you could give anything, you would give it like they were dogs. You would give only after when you finish it. You were snake. You were evil. And you were exercising and practicing your trickified ways. So we can't let them put these ways on us, because when we learn these ways, we only use these ways to hurt each other. We only use these ways to trick each other. We only use these ways to come and believe we could bamboozle each other. We ain't gonna do nothing for free because we believe there is a price. We believe there is something to gain. So our hearts will always fill with envy and hatred because you're not authentic and you're not real. So we know the only reason that we're spread, if you're gonna I got any questions?
They, somebody said they just shouted out, um, they just shouted out on Sean G's channel.
They just shout
They
out
just
me.
shouted out you on Sean G's channel.
Bless, give thanks, my brother. Give thanks. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. If you have any questions, you could bring it in. I'm gonna give an hour live. Got the baby tonight. I didn't want to do nothing, but I said let me come on and allow you all to know.
You got a question.
Yeah, let me get the question.
GTO said, what do you recommend to get defined muscle, not big muscle, just defined?
Just what I'm doing, my brother. Same thing that I'm doing. Just natural calisthenics, isometrics, floor work. You know, these type of these type of movements here will allow you to still look me. Like I said, I don't like getting big. Look at my arms. I don't want big arms. I just want to be strong and have the abilities for endurance. You know, when you think it's gonna, I could keep going on. You know, I'm about right now. Like I said, my average weight is 165 to 170 to 175. I never bypass that. I always stay right there. I'll be like 170, 175 in the summer because I work out a lot. I put on weight. By the time the winter comes back, it drops down to 165, 160, sometimes even 150. I get real skinny. That's why in the wintertime, every time you watch me, I just like, getting there. I don't, yeah. But when summer coming back, I put back on my mind, and it never bypassed that. It always stays to 170, 175. That's it. I never go up to no 90, 190. I never been that. You know, I don't like bigness. So what you're doing is great, bro. You don't need much. You just need a lot of cardio, a lot of push-ups, a lot of push-ups, a lot of push-ups, a lot of burpees, a lot of burpees, a lot of burpees. Lots of squats, lots of rabbit hops, lots of jumps. You know, just to get it pumping. Next question.
Victor said, greetings, Red.
Greetings, my brother. Bless. Peace.
TV said, just stopping by to show you love. Thank you for helping motivate me to be better. One love, brother. I gotta go.
I appreciate you,
Gotta
my
go.
brother. Anytime you stop by, you my man, man. I give thanks, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hollering at me. Yo, God bless, man. Make the most out. God bless you and protect you and you're going out and coming in. Yeah. Any more questions?
Um, Smoke Vibe TV said, good afternoon.
Bless up, smoke vibes. You don't know. I'm the Black Star. Tonight we was just talking about don't let them, trick you, Have them trick you. And I'm going to use them tricks and trade. Because it's a trademark them have to trick us and allow us to stay broke and dumb. The trademark is to bring confusion with us. And then trick us, we just, nothing can change our mind. We're dying with this state of idea and the state of ideology we the one come bring to us. So we can't allow that to happen. So we gotta stay on the right path. You know? Yes, sir.
Josiah said, I'm from Africa. I'm from Africa. Greetings to you all.
Bless up, my brother. One love, bless up Africa and us, bless up. Well, we keep saying Africa. Well, it's Africa, or some people call it Africanos, but the land is the land of the Nubians, or the land of Kush. These names are not our names, but they use it to identify the same place. So we know they're dominant with what they do, but the land is the land of the Nubians. The land of the Nubian, or the land of the Kushites. So, Kush, you know. This Africa, I think it was this guy, Mussolini, or one of them, who tried to invade. Yeah, so they name it Africanos. Africanos. But somebody says just study that.
Um,
Someone said you just study that or something like
Somebody
that.
wants to know. Barbie Yanks wants to know. He said, how many hours of sleep do you get? How
Yes,
usual for games?
well, I'm on the worry, you know. Sleep is important. Some people like to sleep, so they'll make a lot of excuse and sleep. If your body could get 8 hours of sleep, that's good. 8 hours of sleep is good for the body. There's certain thing we tell us too much of sleep is no good. See, it's just like anytime I make a vlog now with this, I have a rim light that comes over my stand, and it's kind of way bright, so it sends this brightness into my eyes, so now I have to close my eye or whatever. But sleep is good, but not too much sleep. Too much sleep will make you lazy. See, early to bed, early rise, make a man healthy and wise. 8 hours sleep is perfect sleep for a man. See, all right.
Um, Garvey wants to know, do you fast, brother, or just eat when you're hungry?
I do fast. There are times when the body don't want no food. There are certain times in the summer the body don't want no cook food, it don't want nothing, it just want life. It don't want nothing with no oil, with no butter, with no salt, it don't want nothing, it just want everything live. And water, coconut water, sugar cane, pineapple, grapes. Yeah, just eat June plum, all kind of stuff. Just yeah, man. Summertime a fruit fruit. I love fruits, mangoes, all kind, watermelon. Yeah, man. I want summer papaya, man. I love summer, man. I love the fruits, them. I love the fruits, them. I could sit down and eat sour sap, man. Oh God, Lord. Some nice. I would have loved to get some nice original ripe bananas. Not these I am seeing that looks like something wrong with them, man. Them banana now, right now when I eat a banana now, it make my chest hurting. I don't know what they do to that thing. I used to love that thing, man. I used to take it and put it by the fire pot. I put it on the stove, it get hot, talk, I open it and I scoop it out with a spoon, I eat it. Right now, banana right now, man, I don't know, they're making some little short one, and them skin not even getting. I used to see some banana with some nice little freckle looking on it, and it is so nice and the skin yellow and with the brown freckles and them banana is sweet, man. Everything changing, Rasta, man. That's why you see them people that eating all them robot food, them GMO food there. They don't know what they're missing, and that's why they only have taste for robot food. But a man like me will know them food. I miss all my Judy mango. I miss my Judy mango. I miss my there's enough things, my plums. Oh God, man. What? When you from the island and you see, when you thirsty, you drink coconut water. Water will come from the earth, from the spring. Okay, from under the earth. Yeah. Eat enough different type of mangoes. You eat papaya, you eat jackfruit. Man, there's so much thing you eat, man. That the flavor and the taste, that all them, all around your mouth is sticky and nice, your fingers sticky. Even bees when you come get juice from you. Man, when you finish and you rub your belly, man, you just feel nice. You feel cold, man. Cold. Up here when you're hungry, you have to find a piece of candy, chocolate bar, or chips. No, that's not going with me. That can't go with me. Chips, chocolate bar, biscuits, sweet biscuit, everything sweet. That's man original is original, man. I love the islands, but I could walk through the bush there, man. I could pick up some okra, young okra and chew on that. I could walk and see some passion fruit and eat that. Some grappa, nice yellow one. Fat look like an orange. By the time I eat 2 grappa, and that's all. Man. Just thinking about it just make me want to just be a place where it's just have all kind of fruit. I could have lived in there for a lifetime. I know so I'd have to worry about cooking enough for your food and get up for the time and get up with all type of thing in there. I wouldn't want to even taste no meat and no fish. And there are so much different type of fruit. There's plants that, oh man, that would be paradise, man. Paradise. And all your life just start to change because, you know, we start to eat all them things and drinking rainwater. You can't even drink rainwater up here. Back in the islands, we used to have a drum when rain fall, we catch the water and we drink it. Rainwater, nice. No way you say you can't drink rainwater, pollution. I don't know where them are at with. And the natural thing that I tell them, say they can go ahead with them robot food. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not stopping nobody. If that's what you like, go ahead and do it. You'll find out. Because your body is not a machine. It's not a physical machine. Like with iron and them things. Your body is of flesh. Or you trying to eat food for cyber. What you think gonna happen? And cancer to kill you. And technology is around and a lot of people get a chance to get a robot food or a robot hat. And those who sign up to put them fingerprint, they will get extra life because they are tricking people and make people believe that they could expand their life. So the best way to expand your life is exercise and eating right. And still when that day comes, if you got to go, you got to go. You could be healthy like a horse. What? When you got to go, you got to go. You can't say I'm healthy, why me? I'm not supposed to. Nobody knows the time and the hour. The best thing that I tell people is to live loving, caring, respect yourself, and respect others. Things is good. Don't do what you don't like to other people. Don't do what you don't like to yourself. Don't do it to other people. And you're good. Stay straight with yourself. Stay straight with yourself. Hey people, this is my shirt, right? This is my shirt. Yeah. BlackStar. Don't forget people, smash this like button, yeah? And support the merch. See the people? This one is a powerhouse. This one is a nice powerhouse. Nice powerhouse. Mind, body and soul. Mind over matter. Yes man. Don't forget to support this purpose here. So people, we know these demonic people that's into the earth. Don't let them trick you. Okay? Don't let them trick you. Don't let them use them tricks up them sleeves to trick you. Don't let them sell you. Don't let them mash up your community. Don't allow them to make you go astray. Don't allow them to make you go astray. Don't believe the history where they are giving you about you. They will never want you to know the true thing about yourself. They will want to tell you all type of stuff. By the time you try to understand who you are, you're done. And that's what they've been doing to us. Lie. Trickify. Tricks. They say this good for you, find out 20 years from now, that's what killed your father and your mother. The same thing when they say for you is good. They all have an excuse. They're twisted tongues, liars and deceivers. Do not let them trick you. They have tricks up their sleeve. They are very trickified. They mash up households and communities. They mash up households and communities. They make the black woman think different. They make the black woman believe say she get rid of the black man and she making get locked up and the government will give her a place to stay and they will take care of the child and she don't need a man. Yeah. They tell you can't discipline your child and if you disciplining your child is abused and rated and that same child they will shoot that child down in time to come. Because when that child acting like he's unstoppable, somebody's gonna stop him, right? Who's gonna stop him? It's not you and I. It's the same ones. So don't let them get into your head and confuse you. You have your child and if you have to beat them, beat them. Don't let no child threaten you until they call him 911 because you beat them. You have the right to beat them because if you don't beat them, they'll be dead tomorrow. You can't talk to a dead child, you know. But if I beat you, I can talk to you later. And later on, I can tell you why did I beat you. But when you go out and you get shot and you head away when you die, you will never answer me back. I just have to bury you. And All my life I'll be missing you. So I'd rather cut you behind and then explain to you. Or explain to you as I'm cutting you behind. Because I'm here to save your life. The beating ain't gonna kill you. The gunshot definitely. Bye bye. Gonna kill you. So don't make them strip us. Don't make them tell us how to grow our children. If our children are spoiled, we gotta make them over. We gotta over us to know. If you are growing a spoiled child, what about when you gotta go to work? What about when you gotta go somewhere and somebody else gotta watch your child and that child be given attitudes and have certain things about them? People want to abuse your child. Okay? You don't want that. We can't come with no tricks. Because we are not continuing the tricks of our enemies. So our enemies said that they came in peace and left us in pieces. So therefore, if you are coming in peace and living in pieces, you have never came in peace. You have came on a mission to seek and destroy. Get rid of me. Eradicate me. Okay? I come in peace, but you live in pieces. And we got to remember these things. We. Thank you. Blessings to you too. You know, so we got to remember how our enemies got us, how they destroy us, how they whitewash our history, and how they still have us in captivity. And it's only because that we want to mimic them and the philosophy and the ways and the ideology when we taught them what they know. Two is, don't forget that a community that sticks together, great things comes out of it. Means a community that works together, good things comes out of that community. The children from the community, the people that secure in the community, because everybody's looking out for everybody. If black people in the community, when they come out, will make it their duty to be the brother's keeper, and they would see a lot of these little girls and little boys that have been snatched on the street. Because from the time you look and you see that don't look right, you do. And there are brothers that are reacting on that. I've been watching a couple shows that brothers seen sisters have been snatched and little girls been snatched, and they would follow that car until they catch that person. And people, I've been talking and saying, sooner or later, people, you will see money all over the ground, all over the country. Nobody pick it up. People start giving out money already. People start dishing out money. I saw 2 or 3 different stuff right in New York City. This brother had a big bag and he was just dishing out money. And I saw this one brother stand up beside the brother that was sending out the money and stretch his hands out to ask the brother for a pile. And the brother said, bro, you right there, man. I'm just throwing it up. That's to show you how people can be lazy, man. That's to show you how there's some of us, even when you bring what they say they want and you're going to give it to them, they still want you to feed it to them. And the man came and he's throwing out pure $100 bills, big piles. And I don't know about I see the man throw over $100,000. Okay, up in the air. And this is money flying all over. And all what you gotta do is to bend down and pick up what you can pick up and put it in your pocket. But you're so lazy. You went straight to the man and tell the man, listen, let me get some of that. But what you think he's doing? He's giving you some of that. All what you gotta do is bend down and pick it up. Bend down and pick it up. But that was hard. You rather beg. Because some of us will always be who we are, beggars. And we'll want to kill people for what we have. So once again, people, you don't know the Redshot BlackStar. I'm just going to give you this hour and 14 minutes live. I just wanted to come and let you all know. A community that stands together is always a great community. A people that stands together is always a great people. A nation that stands together in love and take care of the people within their country, it always becomes a great nation. Any nation that takes care of its citizens the appropriate way, elderly, whatever problem the countries go through, that country is striving for the better of the people in the country will succeed. Now, those of y'all that want to go with dictatorship and believe by oppressing the people, enslaving the people, having the people working in camps and labor camps, making clothes, making this and that's the way. Listen, I don't care how long you do that stuff for, you will collapse. You will come down. Adolf Hitler did the same thing. He had factories, he had prison camps, he had torture chambers, he had gas chambers, he had places where he cremate burns bodies. He had a lot going on for him. But the bottom line is when his time came, Germany was destroyed. Now I heard China is going with a lot of stuff. If China is a communist country, they have the right to do what they want to do. But if they're gonna feel that they're gonna be this, if they're the ones that, well, they spoke about them in the Bible and Revelation, and they're the ones that's actually gonna create and the chip and all of the mark of the beast business. So they're the ones that are gonna create all this type of issues. But if China gonna rise up and wanna be, what is it, third world war, and it's gonna start like Germany, having people in camps and enslaving people and having them working, making masks and shoes and sneakers and all that stuff over there, and having them in labor camps, treating them, converting people, taking away people's rights and people's religion. If they're doing these things and they're already big and they're trying to convert people into being atheists and to be soldiers, and we we cannot really allow that, because that's the same thing Germany was doing. And Germany really almost took the world down to the knees. So if China is concocting the same manner of attitude, have the same philosophy like Germany, and it's a communist country just like Germany, and its intention is to control the entire world globally and to be a country already that does not like blacks. Although blacks was the one actually that left their histories in China. You go back and I told you, watch these statues they have with them big nose people and big lips people. And look at my nose. Look at my lips. We walk and left that there. We've been here. We leave our tracks here. The Chinese people want to act like they never see black people or they don't know black people when there's black Chinese. Actually, the Chinese people are black. They are not white. They're of the black descent. But Mohab is the race of the Chinese, the tribe of Mohab. And Mohab is of a black descent. So if these Chinese people acting like they don't like us and they're busting hats and taking black man's hat out of his body and killing black folks. I mean, everybody has something against black people. Everybody wants to genocide the children of the Most High, the Hebrew Israelite children. They want to genocide them. The whole world wants to do us dirty. The whole world wants to do us dirty. And when we defend ourselves, we are murderers and killers. But our blood been spilling from forever and for ages. Our blood been all over the earth, been spilling willingly by the hands of our enemies. And all these people that say that they would love and they deal with equal rights and justice, They have never given us justice and never will give us justice. Because they will never want to tell the world that they did wrong, that they strip us of our history and our culture, they strip us of our names. Okay, they took away titles from us, and they put us in the predicament like we're the scumbags of the earth right now. And that's how they're making us look. But the day will come that what was taken away from us shall be given back to us, and the where we were will be placed and even higher. And our eyes shall see the nation of the household of Israel and the creation of the Most High. We all gonna see. You see the sign? You see? I'm under the roof looking through. Alright? In other words, the healing is above me, and I'm under the shadows of the hill looking through. So in time to come, the hill will be no more, for the light will be penetrating through, right through. Yeah, people. So once again, all praises unto the Most High, peace and blessings. And if I have said anything on my own free will that will corrupt the people, let the Most High jack me up and let the Most High deal with me appropriate. But if what I have said has been a blessing unto the people and an eye-opening for the people, all praise unto the Most High. It is He that is all powerful and all great and master of creation of all things. And it is He that is my Lord and Master. And I have been employed by the Divine Five. All be Taba. All be Taba. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
You're on my team. I'm better.
One